welcome to my channel, Style by Sheyda. In this week's video, I'll be talking to you about Sheyda's pick. So I have picked on apparently the hottest trend, both in menswear and womenswear this season, which are the white leather sneakers. Every store I walked into, every retailer, every brand I walked into, even the very classic traditional ones such as, Echo and Geox, they all had this style in their collection. That's how hot this item is. So here I have done a product review and I ended up with 8 pairs. So let's go and find out which one you should really invest your money in. So the very first one, which is at the bottom tier in the market, is the one from College Springs. This is priced at $50, or to be more precise, $49.99. And I think for such a price, this is such a well-made. It fits really well. It looks really cute on your feet, especially because the front of it is smaller, so it doesn't make you look bulky and big and chunky, especially for a petite person like me or any other petite girl. I think this has got a very nice body for the shoe. The only thing that I didn't like about this piece is the velvet that they had used instead for the strings. So if you do decide to go for this one, I would say change the string and just put a traditional one. And the good thing is you're still gonna get to have the hardware, so you can easily change it if you want. But for $50, this looked really nice. It actually looks more expensive than $50, so this is a really good buy for you who don't want to spend that much money and you just want to have the trend for the season. The second one up was for $90, and this is from Keds. And all of you know, Keds is almost like a household brand, and I grew up wearing Keds, and I just personally love this brand, especially their canvas shoes. Again, this is leather, and what I liked about it is, again, it has got the classic Keds style. The only thing I didn't like, because I know if you pay attention to Keds style, the front of it usually curves up a little bit, and so does this one. And I didn't really like it on this particular style. I can accept it on the canvas ones because it's a little bit softer as you walk with it, so it gives you a bit of an ease when you're walking, but not particularly for this one because the sole is pretty hard, so it looks a bit odd when you wear it and it's like tilting out. So that's the Keds for $90. Very sleek, still very clean design, still very small at the front. Again, and a good fit. So Keds is quality. I have to say, I've worn their shoes ever since I was a kid, so it's a household name for me, and I kind of have a loyalty towards the brand. The third one in the market is obviously where I think all these trends must have triggered down from, is your traditional white and green Adidas. I mean, this is such a classic. Go back and look at your parents' photos from the 70s. They all have one pair, I swear that. Probably with the 3, Adidas stripes on the side. This one retails at $124. Again, this is the key, or this is the item that has inspired all this. So this is the king of the kings. But again, when you wear it as a fashion item, I didn't find it to be as flattering, let's say, as the one from College Springs, because again, these were intended to be more like a city walking shoes and not really as a fashion item. So respect to that, they have kept it the authenticity of the design and what it's actually designed for. But if you are, I would say, a taller girl and you are very dedicated to Adidas, instead of buying, the black and, have you seen if you notice the new ones are there with the black and white stripes, the metallic stripes, I would still go with the traditional green and white because I think it actually is the best design aesthetic of the brand, and I really like this one. But this is if you want to keep it to the core classic and you have a soft spot for 70s fashion. Now, the fourth item is, I love you, DeGeneres. I just found her collection at the Bay, and she has a whole series of shoes there, and this is from Ellen's collection. Very comfortable, extremely light in weight. Like even my mom tried it on and she loved it. I love the suede detailing at the back, and it actually says love inside. So yeah, love you, Ellen, because she does spread the love. And again, comfortable, a little bit more closer in style, I would say, to Adidas, but not as delicate as the one from here, but overall when I tried it on, it felt light, it felt comfortable, and the front really didn't bother me as much because I felt it's not as wide as the one from Adidas. It's still even a couple of millimeters thinner, so it wasn't that bad. Yeah, I really like this, especially if you're trying to wear this in a more, you know, casual wear, which I think all these are. Please don't wear them with anything that's too dressy. But yeah, this is a really, really good one, and this retails as $124. So, and look at the beautiful detailing at the sole of it. So yeah, I really like this one. Way to go, Ellen! Now, the second best classic, again, something that was a huge popular brand in the 70s, is Lacoste. So going back, they have kept it to the aesthetic of the design. The front is a little bit wider because don't forget these were actually sports shoes, and I think originally they were worn to play tennis, and which is why they're white, because in many, if you go back to the old-fashioned living, and still is, whenever you are at a tennis club, if you want to play tennis, top to toe white. So there you go. Again, Lacoste had various colors, but again, I was drawn to the traditional one, and I kind of liked the little, you know, crocodile here. And again, another piece that was very comfortable, not, yeah, almost the same weight, I would say. Again, this I would say, again, another good investment. You know, keeping to the solid classic brand, and, you know, keeping it to the traditional design. Now, Michael Kors, as you all know, is one of my favorite shoe brands that I wear and I buy. Has come with his metallic touch, and I really think this is super cute, super comfortable. It's a little bit heavier, so if you are kind of a person who do not like to wear heavy shoes, then this is not for you. But it has beautiful detailing, like cute little, you know, daisy kind of a floral here with an MK. The beautiful metallic. So if you are a girl who like metallic, then I think this is definitely for you, because you are still getting the trend with a hint of metallic into it, and it adds that little extra, I would say, glitter and glam to it. And again, very delicately made, very cute, very girly, but a bit on the heavy side, and this retails at $188. The next one is the one from Ted Baker, and those of you who've been watching my videos know that Ted Baker is one of my favorite designers, and I just love his collections. Very lightweight in comparison to how thick the sole is, and this is a very springy piece. Like, it screams a spring all over. You have got the cherry blossoms at the sole, you got cherry blossom on the inside. Again, despite the fact that it's a little bit wider at the front, it didn't feel as heavy and chunky when worn. So I was a bit surprised by that. And one thing, again, look at the cute bow, right? But one thing that I liked about this, it actually gave you two options. You could either have the grosgrain as your string, or you could have the traditional. And my recommendation is go for the traditional. It just looks so much cuter than the grosgrain. But overall, this was nice, and this retails for about $240, I think. Yes, $210, excuse me. But it has the rose gold metallic detailing into it. Not as much as the Michael Kors one, just hints of it. So, but overall, you have got the, you know, the trademark Ted Baker print, you know, floral print, the bow, super cute. Again, a very, very scream spring, right? Very cute. Now, the last piece, which is a shocker, however, again, one of my favorite brands is Prada. This, my darlings, retails at $950, and no wonder why. It's lamb's leather. It's so soft. It's not that heavy, and I mean, look at that. Imagine putting that on a sand, right, on a beach as a footmark. But it really fits well. I'm not trying to, you know, just because it's expensive, but you are getting what you're paying for. You're getting, you know, super soft leather, which obviously is going to even get, you know, softer as you walk with it. I mean, it's literally soft right from the box. So some of these shoes you have to walk with them so they kind of open up a little bit and become soft and comfortable. Not with this one. So make sure you do not buy any size bigger, because what's going to happen is going to fall off your feet as you are wearing them. So make sure that you do buy the right size. But it's very beautifully made. It has beautiful quilting on the side, so it's a touch different from the traditional, but in overall they kept the same body of the shoe, and beautiful, comfortable, but at $950. So there you go. So which one's going to be Sheyda's pick? I have to say, I really liked all of them. And going, if again, for a price point, amazing job made by College Springs. Like, you know, I think this is really well made and really well styled for this price point. However, when it comes to Sheyda's pick, I was very torn between Lacoste and the Ellen DeGeneres style. I have to say they fit equally well, and they are literally identical, especially in style at the front of the shoe if you pay attention. Like, I mean, the shape of it is almost the same. The stitching on the side is literally the same. The only thing I have to say that won me over was a little bit of work in the detailing of it. So Sheyda's pick is the Ellen one. I really like it. It's super comfortable, it's sporty and chic. And one thing that won me over to choose the Ellen style over the Lacoste style, it was the grommets on the side and obviously the love written inside the sole. So Ellen DeGeneres white leather sneakers are Sheyda's pick. And that brings us to the end of this week's video, and I hope you now have a better idea which one of these hot trend white sneakers you're gonna go for. Yes, I did end up going for the Edge Apollo style of Ellen DeGeneres, and the reason why it won me over, it was in the details and the design. You know, despite the fact keeping the traditional design intact, they were able to add in a bit of, you know, cute little details, such as the grommets, as well as a little love note inside that was written, you know, the love written inside the sole. That kind of won me over. But beside those cute details, it was comfortable, it was lightweight, and it was well priced at $124 for the quality and the make. And again, it was the details in it that won me over. So don't forget to leave your comments and let me know which one of these styles you decided to go for. And if you do end up buying the Ellen style, do you find it as comfortable as I did? And did you fall in love with the little details that I did? And for some reason, I don't know why, I feel when I'm wearing them, I'm just spreading the love, just like Ellen. So till next week, don't forget to share, like, and subscribe, and thank you for watching.